Here's a position from a tournament game I was playing in. I was white, my opponent was a 1900 rated player, and in this position I decided to play bishop takes f5, sacrificing the bishop, but opening up an attack on his queen. And after he took, I played bishop e6 check, saving my bishop. Then I recaptured the queen. I'm up a pawn. My pieces are very active. His king is very weak and about to be attacked. I am winning, and I went on to win this game. But after bishop takes f5, my opponent had an amazing combination, and I'm going to give you a chance here to pause the video and try to figure out this entire combination. And I think it's a very hard puzzle, so if you do solve it, let me know your rating, or if you don't, also let me know your rating if you gave it a try. Okay, so the winning move for black here is to play this amazing queen takes f2, sacrificing the queen. Now my only move is to take the queen, and after that black will take the bishop. So basically black gave up a queen for a bishop. Now I'm being checked, so what can I do? I have 3 legal moves here, besides giving up my queen for free. So if let's say I go back, now black plays bishop c5 check, and my king all of a sudden doesn't have any squares. And my only blockers will get taken right away, and this is going to be checkmate. Okay, so that's not good. What else can I do? Well, the best line according to the computer is to play king e2, allowing bishop f3 skewering, king d3, takes, and now it's actually even material, but black is actually better after rook f3 check. And now if I play king c2, black will have knight c4, attacking this bishop, threatening to remove the defender of the knight, and also threatening this fork over here, and it's too much to handle, so I try to play king e2, attacking the rook. Black defends it, and now this knight is actually being threatened, and after rook d4 he will trade pieces, take that knight, and I'm going to be losing. And once again, I can't move the knight because I lose the rook. And if I try to defend, black will continue coming in with checks. Okay. So what if I try to take with the other rook? For example, black will play rook f2, attacking the bishop. I defend the bishop. He'll take the pawn, and my king's still in the center, very weak. I'm down a pawn, my pieces are under attack. This is losing. Now if I try king d2, it's even worse, because after knight c4, taking my queen, black has rook f2, attacking the bishop. And if I block, he will take, and then knight e3 forking. Now I'm losing. So I have to try to attack his pieces in return, but after rook takes, this is even material, but after rook c8, I will lose this knight, and I'm going to be down a piece. So that's the best line according to the computer. Bishop or king e2, bishop f3, and black will have an advantage with the better pieces, and I'm getting attacked all over. But there's a better variation that is more tricky, and that is king to e3. So now there's no bishop f3 skewering. And now once again black has only one winning move here, which is knight c4 check, forking the king and the bishop. So why doesn't bishop c5 work? Let's say after bishop c5 I move the king away. Yes, you can throw in this check and win my queen, but if you just take my queen, I'm going to recapture, and remember you gave up your queen for a bishop and I won a rook. So now knight knight, bishop bishop, rook rook, I'm going to be up in exchange, and I'm going to be winning as white. So bishop c5 is not good, and if you try rook e2, I just block, takes, and now I'm going to be up in exchange once again. If bishop f3, rook d8 check, I take here, I'm going to be winning. So bishop c5 doesn't actually work. The only winning move here is knight c4 check, piling up on this bishop, and over here there's once again one winning move. Rook c5. Yes, quiet move, just simply defending this knight. Now, what about other moves? Let's say if rook d8, once again, I just take the knight. And after all this, I'm going to be up a rook. So that's not good. So what about knight takes b2, attacking my queen, taking a bishop? That doesn't work because after this check, forking all the pieces, I'll take the knight, and then I'm going to be up rook, 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 piece, piece. I'm going to be up a queen for a bishop, so that's going to be losing. And there's no checkmates. So that doesn't work. There's another try, which is bishop a6, defending the knight and threatening rook d8 or bishop c5, chasing my king and winning the queen and the bishop, winning the queen, winning the bishop eventually. And this is a good try. However, I do have this move king e4, attacking the rook, getting out of the skewer, and black's best try is to defend the rook, now threatening rook e5 check, and then I have this knight d5, which stops the check. And after bishop d7, queen d4, threatening checkmate, takes, king d3, takes, rook f3, king d4. If I go backwards, if I go back with the king, I get skewered. Black takes the rook and moves back, and this is going to be a drawn position because black has a bishop and a rook for a queen, and all his pawns are going to be able to be defended, and my king's also getting chased. So this is going to be a draw. So bishop a6 only leads to a draw technically. But this move, rook c5, is actually winning for black. So why is that? So black now is threatening a checkmate with rook d8. So for example, if I play a move like a3, rook d8 check, where can I go? So the bishop defends the rook. I can't go here. I can't go here. I can't go here. So my king is out of squares. My only move is knight d5. And then black takes. Now this blocks the bishop, so I have this square open, but after that, rook moves out of the way, and this is going to be checkmate. All the squares are going to be defended. So this is just checkmate. So that's black's threat. So how can I deal with this checkmating threat? So one move is to play rook e5, hoping to defend this square one more time, but after rook d8, black will take, and now once again black is threatening to move the bishop and checkmate me once again. So I have to let's say after I take, well, I kind of have to take, and then after king e4 takes, I'm just going to be down two pieces and I'm going to be losing. And if I try king d3, of course, knight takes b2 will be a fork, and I'm going to be losing a whole bunch of pieces. So this doesn't work, but there is one other move that white can try, which is knight d5. And now again, there is one winning move here, which is knight takes b2, attacking the queen. And now there's no fork here because this is not check. So what can white do here? White has many options. Let's look at a couple of them. Let's say knight takes b4. After that, I am attacking this rook, so black will have to play rook c4 check. And now my only two moves are this way with the king, away from the rook. And after that, black will take. And after takes, black is up a bishop. So that's not good. Let's say something like queen e2. After that, you can simply capture over here. All these squares are covered. So I have to go backwards. Let's say king e3. And after bishop c5, king f3, threatening to go to g4, rook d4 check, stopping d4. And after king f2, rook f4 is just double check and mate. So this is just checkmate. So a move like queen e2 getting out of the way is not going to be working ultimately. So queen e2, or just a random move, is not going to work out because of all these checks and rook, after rook takes d5. So what about defending this? Let's say rook takes rook e5, but then I lose my queen, and after all these captures, if I take, there's going to be a skewer winning the rook, but I can attack his bishop. So I'm attacking two bishops now, but after takes, I'm still going to be down a bishop and losing. So rook e5 doesn't work. Now there is this move, queen b3, which is the best move. And after rook takes d5, the best move is to take. I'm down a knight and I'm losing. So that's the best line. And a very similar thing happens after queen f3, defending the knight. Black could do better by playing rook c4, but very simple is to just take, and it's the same exact variation as before. And of course, if king e3, for example, there's going to be bishop c5, and after this, black is winning. There's simply no squares for the king. And there's one final try, which is rook e2, getting out of this attack, attacking the knight and keeping an attack on the bishop. But unfortunately this doesn't work because of a very simple continuation. Bishop f7, just moving out of the way. Now I have to take the knight, otherwise I'll be down 3 pieces for rook, which is completely losing, so I have to take the knight. There's no bishop c3 right now because the king covers it. However, black can just play rook d8 check. Not that. And my king has to move away from c3. And then there's just going to be a skewer. I lose the rook, and then once again, I'm down a bishop and I'm losing the game. So after bishop f5, black could have taken on f2 and been winning the game after queen takes f2. King e3, knight c4 only move, king d4. So my last 3 moves with the king were literally straight walking into the center. Rook c5 only winning move, knight d5, knight takes b2 only winning move, rook takes d5 only winning move, recapturing the queen, and then winning the game. So that was a very crazy continuation. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you did solve this puzzle.